what was happening to me while I was depressed.
You have to bear with me, stay with me.
Hey YouTube, so it's Sandy MUA here, kind of gonna be changing up the name of my whole YouTube channel and everything that's going on here. Let me just start off with a thank you so much for every single one of you guys that watched any of my videos. Thank you so much to any one of you guys that have messaged me. So this, you guys, is gonna be my weight loss journey. I have lost over 100 pounds. It is pretty amazing. It's mind-blowing. I never thought that I was going to be here. 2015, as you guys know, I was what I considered for myself at rock bottom. I was weighing 250 pounds. At that point, when I decided like I need to change my life, a lot of people are gonna have their eye rolls and a lot of people are gonna have their judgment and whatever. My body is my body. I know what my body feels, and after I took those medications, it didn't go well with me. So I had to figure out another way. In that process, I was also trying to figure out how I could have a baby. I wanted to find something that gave me like a push and motivation, and I really wanted to be a mom. So yes, I would go to the doctor. I would ask, how can I get pregnant? My fiance and I have been trying for years and it just doesn't happen, and we're young and we just don't understand what's going on. At that point, I went to the doctor's office. We asked if we could get help to get pregnant, and the doctor straight looked at me and said, before you even think of trying to have a baby, I need you to lose 50 pounds. I sat there and I was like, I'm already exercising. I'll be back. I'm already exercising, right? I walked out of there offended and very, it's like that moment where you're thinking like, what could it be? What's holding me back? And it's kind of like, my weight is not stopping me from having a child. But I'm grateful for that doctor telling me that. That gynecologist, excuse me. I needed to hear that too. So I went home and I had that thought and I had my why, and before I did, want so much. I wanted to dance. I wanted to fit in clothes and feel good, at least good, because at that point in my life, I was literally wearing jeggings and like t-shirts as my going out clothes, and that's when we went out. And most of the time when we went out, it was to like car events at night. So I wouldn't even like dress. How the hell did this girl lose 100 pounds? Let me start off with, I started with the Herbalife products 2015. Yeah, you heard it. You're going to probably click out of this video and that sucks for you. But if you're smart and you put your ego down, you might learn a thing or two. So I started with walking. I started with walking for 15 minutes every day. That's all it was. And that started a good process. It was really hard. Like, my goal was, at least for the first 2 weeks, I have to get up and go walk for 15 minutes. So this is what I put in my head. I would wake up in the morning and I would already have the night before set up the clothes that I was going to use for my workout in the beginning of the day. My job was get up, get dressed, and at least walk to the car. If you walk to the car and you're still too tired and you're not feeling well, then you can go back. By the time you get to the car, guys, you're going to be like 15 minutes. All I have to do is walk for 15 minutes. You walk for 15 minutes. And I didn't have anybody calling me. I didn't have anybody motivating me. I had me, myself, and my boyfriend who would push me and, be super supportive, but he couldn't wake up that early. In Spinderella Fitness, my fiance walked in there and he got a few classes for me, and I started Herbalife. Elizabeth introduced me to Herbalife. The shakes were bad. They were good. I did it as, Liz explained to me at the studio that I have to do. And a few months passed. I was losing weight. I went and I was able to get to 50 pounds. Financially, I couldn't afford to buy the big kits. So I would try different combinations. Before the classes at the studio, I was exercising, doing cardio for like about half an hour, and I lost 50 pounds. I was weighing 250 pounds when the doctor told me he wanted me to lose 50 pounds, and I lost 50. Yeah. Then I found out I was gonna have a baby. Then I got pregnant. 9 months went by, and I gained all the way back. After I delivered Maverick, and that whole story, that whole pregnancy, like, needs its own video. I got pups. His name is Maverick, and my pregnancy was a Maverick. It really was. But when I went for my follow-up checkup, you know, the one that you go to the doctor by yourself. Well, you go with the baby, but it's just for you as a mom. You know, your mom checkup. I was weighing 260 pounds. And it was hard to see the scale at that point. It was like, what the heck? You know, I worked so hard and it's all gone. But then I would look at my son and I would say it's all worth it. Unfortunately, postpartum depression is a thing, and it hit me. It was hard. And I literally felt the cloudy feeling coming back. Nothing fit. Like, beyond nothing fit. And it was like an awkward fit because my maternity clothes still fit me. But I wasn't pregnant anymore. So, you know, it was kind of like that awkward, like, oh, you're gonna have another one? And no, I'm not pregnant. I'm just fat. Yeah, that happened. You know, it's so many things that you get hit with. And I say these things because I want you guys to know that I dealt with that too. I dealt with going to a mall or dreading having to go to a mall or anywhere where you would have to actually try clothes on. And I'm at a place where I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm kind of loving who I see. And I'm not perfect. I have a lot to work on. But that's the exciting part about it. Every single day. Just waking up and, like, even when it gets tough, there's a fight in me that wants to still be healthy and fit and mentally sane and okay to be a mom for my son. And every day is not cake. Then I was at like about 70 something pounds lost when I hit a plateau. Keep in mind that I was adding extra ingredients to my Herbalife products, so that was adding a couple extra calories. My workouts did go up in intensity, especially, you know, after I had the baby. I did not join a gym, guys. A year went by. I did not join a gym because I was determined to do this with no excuses. I have a son, guys, and I didn't want to leave my son somewhere or have to leave my son with someone because I wanted to go work out. So I was constantly jogging with the stroller. I was going to parks with my son, which also helped socialize him. I used to be a teacher, and I saw a lot of issues with behaviors, and socialization really helps. I was doing so many things to try to just be like, you know what, no excuses. I was waking up at 3:40 in the morning to get dressed, to drive to work, to get there at exactly 4 in the morning. When I had to clock in at 6:45, I would work out until 6:15 or 6:30, go into my job. In the bathroom, I would wipe myself down with wipes. Yeah, everybody who wants to be immature, oh, ew. And I had a lot of people who had things to say that I was crazy for waking up at that time. And you know what? Yeah, I was, but I had goals. And I became obsessed with wanting to show more and more results. I wanted to prove everybody here on YouTube wrong. And I'm not talking about only just like everybody, like all you great people who are here motivating me and defending me on this channel. But I had a lot of nasty, like y'all are nasty people. real nasty. Y'all were coming up here calling me a fat pig, that maybe I wouldn't be so depressed if I would stop eating those cheeseburgers. Like, it was bad. Y'all were cute, but guess what? Once I hit a plateau, I refused to give up on my products because they were great. I continued with my Herbalife, but then I started researching about intermittent fasting. Financially, I said what everybody else wanted to say. I cannot afford Herbalife. I can't afford it. That's what I would keep saying. So that's exactly what would keep happening. I couldn't afford it, but I could afford to go and get a croqueta with my cafecito con leche as a snack every day. So I was seeing that in my results. You know, my consistency wasn't the same. So I retrained my brain to understanding that eating doesn't have to be like a feast every time. Eating can be choosing healthier foods to place nutrition in my body. Having my 2 shakes a day with 1 solid nutritious meal. And no, I wasn't having like lettuce and tomatoes for lunch. No, I was having whatever like decent meal I wanted to have. And then my 2 shakes. Yes, after a month, it started getting boring. I was kind of like, all right, I don't want to drink this shake with water anymore. So I started to add ingredients into it, changing it up. Y'all don't even know. Check out my Instagram at slimming_with_Sandy. I promise you, your mind will be blown. We made so many things off of just the shakes that isn't just a shake with water. You make your own shakes. What I was eating in the beginning of my weight loss journey is not the same thing that I'm eating now. My body is different. My goals are different. So my results are going to be different. Now, they're all going to be fire results, but they're all going to be different kinds of results. At this point, I do want to continue to lose a little bit more weight, but now I want to focus on toning. I'm entering a completely different world, and I'm excited for it.
You make me sway like a lazy ocean hugs.
Herbalife. I am a Herbalife distributor, so you can contact me and I can be your coach. But like I've said before, I've tried GNC shakes. I've tried all different kinds of shakes. And they just flavor-wise didn't do it for me the way I've worked with Herbalife's shakes. There's something about those products that all of them, they're amazing. And trust me, let me tell you, I've sat here and I tried to prove Herbalife wrong. I joined Herbalife to become a distributor after me experiencing losing 50 pounds, having a baby, and then losing 100 and something pounds. Yeah, at that point, I was like, how am I not going to help people with this? I see so many women around me because that's my main focus. Love you guys, but my main focus are women. Not only body, but I'm big on mental health. If I'm coaching you, we're coaching your mental health and we're coaching your weight. Putting in on your mental workouts too. That's another beautiful thing about Herbalife. When you do become a distributor, you choose to become part of an organization. And some of these organizations are truly amazing. The one that I'm working with now, let me tell you that they have helped me remember how important my mental health, my organization, my preparation to succeed every day, how important that is. They've reminded me that. Now that I'm a mom, that's something that I need to teach my son.
Sway me smooth, sway me now.
I'm excited for the future videos that we have coming. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to talk to you guys about my depression and my anxiety that has not fully gone away. And honestly, I'm a firm believer that maybe it just won't fully go away, and that's okay. Because that's something that I'm going to work with. And I'll be able to, maybe it just won't fully go away, and that's okay. Because that's something that I'm going to work with. And I'll be able to sit down with my son or anyone else that I have in the future and teach them how to work with that too. And that's going to be the ultimate gift. Just being able to help people with their mental health and their physical health too. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I know it was long, but I wanted to give you guys as much information as I could really quickly. If there are any questions or if there's any videos you guys would want to see, please comment down below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe. We're not trying to be negative Nancy's anymore. We're trying to get through life living it, not just being alive.